Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. This video is the most requested video in my channel, which is how to settle life in Thailand. Whether you are thinking about moving to Thailand anytime soon, having a short-term living here, or curious about life in Thailand, this video is for you. The tip that I share will be very practical and useful to navigate and enjoy your life in Bangkok, Thailand. By the way, if you are new here, I'm Màu Màu. I'm currently working and living in Bangkok, Thailand. Prior to my permanent stay in Bangkok, I have traveled to Bangkok and other cities in Thailand for many times. And up to now, I have lived in Thailand for 2 years. Well, I couldn't say that I'm a veteran in this vibrant city, but I'm quite confident of my experience living in this city. And 10 things that I'm sharing today are also the things that I do wish that someone had told me earlier prior to my moving here. All the sharing is coming from my own experience and also my respect for the country. Okay, are you excited for moving to Thailand? Let's get started. To be able to move to another country, the first thing that you need to care about will be visa. Many people have asked me whether or not they can move to Thailand without having working visa or having the company sponsorship. I would say that to be in Thailand, to be honest, you don't need to have company sponsorship because besides a working visa, you also have studying visa, retirement visa, ALIS visa. So literally many. If you search online, there will be over 20 types of visa, which will help you live here permanently. So do your online research in advance and also find a trusted agent to support you if needed. Second thing will be accommodation. In idiom would say that an cư lạc nghiệp, which means that to try in business or in your work, you have to find a good place to live. And I think it's true. Your house, your condo will affect your mood and affect your living quality. Ultimately, will have the influence in your work performance or work productivity. And guess what? To find a good place to live in Thailand, that is a list headache things. There are 3 questions that you should ask yourself. What do you want? Your budget, which area that you want to live, whether it's close to your company or you want to live in a separate area, and then know where to find it. There are a couple of websites that you can research, which is like Hip Flat, which are very popular, and the extra support that you can rely on your colleges, your company. Usually in company, there will be people who support you, your administration people, or even in some company, there will be relocation team that will support you along the way. Normally, it will take you 2 to 4 weeks to find a new place. Before, I'm kind of worried about move to Thailand, so I also contact the agent in advance. And I contact them 2 months in advance, and they told me that I shouldn't do like that. I don't need to find 2 months ahead, because if I do that, I have to put some deposits and I have to confirm early on. And actually, after all, I find the condo in 1 week, which is insane. The next one is traveling, daily traveling around Bangkok, travel to work, travel around the city. Well, in Thailand, there are so many transportation types that you can take. There is tuk-tuk, there is public transportation. There are also ride-hailing apps that you can call for taxi or a motorbike. And like you can also walk up to your office a bit close, quite safe in the city center. But one thing is very important to notice is you should check the price in advance with tuk-tuk or taxi that you take on the way. Sometimes you can get the taxi scam or tuk-tuk scam. I haven't had any bad experience because most of the case I book on the app, Bolt or Grab, which is very popular here. But in some case, if you're a tourist and you don't look like Asian people, it easily gets scammed by the taxi driver. So, just try to ask in advance. In most cases, people are very nice and people are very supportive. So just be careful. The next thing will be food. Thailand or other Asian countries like Vietnam are very proud of our food, or our cuisine. And Thailand is no exception. I think that I enjoy food in Thailand in many ways. It has many selection and specialty to choose from. And if you live in Bangkok, you can easily access to all the cuisines around the world, Japan, Korea, to Europe. You have many choice to choose from. But when it comes to daily food, one of the places that you don't need to think about and you should come directly, it is the food court in the mall. At that place, the price is affordable. You can get a meal for 80 to 150 baht, which is around 3 to 5 USD. If you're lazy like me, you can order food online through many apps, food delivery apps like Foodpanda, Grab, Lightman. which is very popular in Thailand. And of course, the quality in most cases is very good. The next thing would be weather. When it comes to weather, Thailand having both pros and cons. For people who are afraid of cold like me, I think Thailand weather actually suit me very well. They don't have winter. They only have hot and hotter season that people always refer. Just kidding. In Bangkok, where I'm living right now, there's only 2 seasons. I think it will be dry or hot season. And the 2 hottest months will be in April and May, which you also have Songkran, the New Year's in Thailand happen. It actually don't rain every day and it don't rain the whole day, but when it's someday it can rain very heavily. My boyfriend actually shocked with the raining here. I think in Europe or like he live in Japan, the rain is just so, it doesn't hurt. But here, if it's rainy season, try to bring umbrella or check the weather in advance to be well prepared. Otherwise, you can be stuck in traffic for long hours because of raining, or you can get all wet if it's raining and you go under the rain. The next exciting thing is traveling. I would say that one of the things that Thailand is famous about, and I could feel that, is that traveling. Like in some country during COVID-19, they get very bored, like Singapore, because they don't know where to travel. But actually in Thailand, during that time, there's still so many places that you can travel around. There's some places are very famous, very well known, like Coffee Phi in the south of Thailand, in nearby Phuket. But then there are also other places like in Chiang Mai in the north, and then other islands like Koh Phangan, Koh Samui, Koh Chan. So many places that I cannot list all. So you can do island hopping, you can like weekend getaway, go around like in suburban area of Bangkok, or like do coffee hopping. It's just so many options that you can choose from. Well, the next thing is one of the things that I get asked very often, which is, should I learn Thai? To be honest, I don't think you need to learn Thai, especially if you live in Bangkok, because most people can speak basic English, and then you can also use apps translations, or you can ask for people, local people to help. They are always very helpful, but it doesn't hurt to learn how to say hello, how to say thank you. It does show the respect to the local people. I can teach you some words now, like khop kun ka, which is thank you, sawadee ka, which is hello, arai mak ka, which is that like you compliments on the food that is very good. It's very delicious. I really like the word nam in Thai, which is water, because the biggest holidays in Thailand also associated to water, and then many things also associated to water. So that's the favorite words of mine. When it comes to woman and men, there is a main difference, which is the ending sound of the words for woman would be ka, and the ending sound for men would be krap, because if you misuse it, it can be embarrassing. And then when you move to new country, it is important to find new friends, right? When I first moved here, I also feel quite lonely, and I also want to immerse into the community here. That's when I know about some group, some online group on Facebook group for expats, and Facebook group for people who interested about SEO marketing in Thailand. They also come and join them a couple of times. First, we are sharing kind of similar experience, so we get along very well. Then can check event price. I put the link down below. There are so many activities that you can participate in, and I do recommend that because it's also listed, so you know the organizer, you know the detail. If you like sports or dance, there's some options that for you to choose from as well. The next exciting thing which will be weekend activities. I would say that in Thailand there is so many things to do. You can go to weekend markets, you can go to the park, you can go to do some exercise at the weekend, you can go to museum, go to the park. So literally there's so many to choose from. So what I advise that, find people who have the same interest to go and experience those places. And the last thing would be holidays in Thailand. Well, I think the setup holidays in Thailand is quite different. Even with Vietnam calendar holidays, I don't think we share many similarities. From my experience, I would say that for Thailand, most of the holiday associated to the royal family, associated to the king and Buddhism. I think Buddhism is quite dominant in Thailand, so there's some holiday that related to this occasion. One of the funny thing is one time me and my friend want to go to a rooftop bar, and you know what? They didn't serve alcohol, because that day is a day that related to Buddhism. So what I suggest is that you should be mindful about the holiday and plan your travel accordingly. So that is the 10 things that I want to share with you guys. I do wish that before there is someone told me in advance, so I can be less stressed and enjoy life here. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and comment down below, and also subscribe to my channel so you can receive more video about language learning, about life in Thailand, about how to live happier, healthier. All the links that I mentioned, I put the link down below. You can also connect with me via my Instagram. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.